Coach, thanks. We're about 12 miles south of the future home of the Chargers at the current home of the Chargers, and that's Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson. Tonight, we wrap up Week 3 with a good Monday nighter here between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Los Angeles Chargers. As of this morning, summer officially over. It's time for autumn football, and we're underway on EA Sports. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line.
Here we go. First and 10 at their own 35.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Jumping. Check nine. Whip.
They'll run it for the first time with Williams. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a first down. They'll run on first down. Holmes. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play. On second down, it's Holmes. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4.
In today's NFL, you hear all the time about stretching the field and creating space in order to run plays. A toss play will help accomplish that because now you're pushing a defense to chase you all the way to the edges and to the sideline. That's a nice run, probing now early to try and get things done later.
Throwing is Mahomes on third. He is going to find Hill here. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 26.
But we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the number 1 receiver double covered. But how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. On second down now, it's Williams. And good pursuit yet again by the Chargers as they stuff him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now, since it's fourth down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points.
Here we go. 3 butt.
Here's the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Hey, 50 the mic. Let's go, defense. Let's get out there.
From the 27, Taylor. Henry's got it out on the left side. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Watch the screen.
He may try and run for this. That time they pick up a 24 yards on the keeper. First down.
And that was a nice, strong run by the guy they called the field general.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 44-yard line. Out of the gun, it's Taylor. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Frank Clark fighting his way home to get the sack. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23.
Watch the safety creep.
Taylor going to run the option right. And the Chiefs D closes in on him again, and they drop him behind the line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. Play action, it's Taylor. Flush to his right. He's airing it out for Williams. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Juan Thornhill. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Ah, yes, the old tip drill works to perfection there.
Ah, you're bringing back great memories. Used to love that drill. And a lot of times in practice, you work on it, not just one tip, but multiple tips, just in case the ball stays in the air for a while, to have an awareness and the ability to go up and grab it, and then you want to get some blocking support and end up in the opposite end zone.
In that tip drill, what do you yell?
For us, it was Oski. Okay, Oski was an interception.
For different teams.
Different teams have different ways of doing it. I've heard bingo, jackpot. The worst I ever heard, though, was Frankenstein. You don't want it to be a three-syllable word.
Yeah.
You want to get it right down and go. Oski is really the preferred word.
Oski.
They're running it.
Now a first carry for Melvin Gordon. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
He wasn't ready. He wasn't ready.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 34-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Charger football to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 2nd and 1 coming up. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Now it's Taylor. Caught here by Bell. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain there of 21 yards.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit.
Check it back.
On first down, it's Taylor. Going for Evans, but that pass is intercepted. Picked off at the 13. And he'll get this back across the midfield stripe and down to the 47-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Mahomes going to throw. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Mike 50, Mike 6. Check tight. Check tight. Mike 50, Mike 50. On Sunday. 15. He's checked. Attack. Crash.
Here's Mahomes to throw. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Tyreek Hill, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. This will be taken in at the 1. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
We know, but well, let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
From the 35 on second down, Taylor. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Emmanuel Ogbah able to record his 5th sack of the season. 3rd and long. Taylor and company hoping to regroup after the sack. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Cordray Tankersley with a pick. And the ball is knocked out. And I think they are going to get this one back. Boy, that would have been something. Double turnovers. But instead, they'll keep the possession on the INT. So we've got a challenge. Our referee's going to take another look on the tablet. He's going to be watching to see if the knee was down prior to the ball coming out.
No, I love what you just said there. You nailed it, because if the ball's shifting or moving before the knee or any other part of the body hits the ground, then that'll be considered a fumble.
22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber. Motion. 15. Go. Motion. Set. Hey, 43, 15.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. A gain of 4 on the play, and it's a 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Here we go. Attack. Zoom, fellas, let's go. 15, check. Yellow. Come on, G. Hey, 57.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down. Now here's Mahomes. Davis fighting. He loses the football. And picked up by the Chargers. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free, anything you can do to slow them down.
Following the fumble recovery, it's Taylor. Wide open, it's Allen, complete. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half, as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Bust through the tackle. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down.
First play of the drive, a first down run. Well, that sets you up for whichever way you want to go. Do you come right back and run the football again because you've got them on their heels? Or do you play chess match with them, break tendency, and go play action and go for the big shot?
Throwing now, Taylor on first down. And a catch right side by Evans. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. From the gun, it's Taylor. Eluding the pressure right. That's complete. It's Bell. And now running right through it. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 25 yards there on the catch and run. A first red zone opportunity here for the Chargers. 1st and 10 at the 19. Here's Taylor. His throw incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Hunter Henry, but it's going to be 2nd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Check three. 22, check, cover. 22, check, cover.
On 2nd down, they'll run with Gordon, and they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
On 3rd down, this is Melvin Gordon. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the 1st. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down.
Come on, boy. You better be ready.
They're going on 4th down. It's Taylor. This will be caught just inside the 10. The 4th down play doesn't work for the Chargers. And the Chiefs defense comes up with a stop. A chance to get some momentum here in the 2nd quarter, getting their first trip into the red zone, but unable to get it across.
And if I'm the head coach, sure, you feel some disappointment, maybe a little bit of deflation there because you didn't get it in, but I'm going straight to rah-rah mode. All right, guys, we didn't get it this time. It's only the 2nd quarter. We'll be back. Let's get it later on. I want to keep this team up, and I want them to feel like they've let everyone down.
Positive.
Got to be positive in this situation. It's too early to think that you don't have a chance to win this game.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Mike's 50. Yellow. Kill. Yellow. Check. Easy. Alpha. That's the way. What's that?
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Pick that. Hey, Red. Check. Crunch. Yellow.
And indeed, that's what they'll do as they run it here. And the tackle made at the 13. He is well short of the 1st. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Mahomes and the offense staying out there. They'll go for it on 4th.
Back.
fourth down, Mahomes. He's going to float this one deep right side. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill in the final seconds of the first half. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. That certainly went against the traditional ways of playing football, but who cares? Look at the result. Big touchdown.
They went for it on their own side of the 50. So there's conservative, there's aggressive, and there's really aggressive, which is what we just saw there. Tip of the cap to them.
The Chargers take over first down and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. The Charger drive about to get going. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find some.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Emmanuel Ogbah in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
That's his second sack of the game, and the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
To try again after the sack. Taylor going for the deep ball. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Now Taylor to throw. Airing this one out for Evans. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
The frustration is definitely setting in because they've thrown it to him over and over, unable to come up with a catch thus far.
I think he knew he would have his challenges against his secondary. I don't think he saw a goose egg at this point in the game. Here we go on fourth down with Taylor. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. And the safety there, another mistake, and these mistakes just keep piling up.
How many more can they make? They put themselves in such a massive hole now. Going to be difficult to dig out from under.
Yeah, for sure they can't afford any more at this point. Fielded just inside the 20. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
And how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
Check. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping.
Attack.
Switch. Watch the
Hey, 57 color. Easy.
twist. Watch the twist.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And an alley to run. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
Shift. Watch the shift.
Come back.
Sponge. No. Check three, check three, check three.
And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. Mecole Hardman, the intended target. Mahomes now on first down. Gets this one to Hill. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
Check 13. Check 13.
Attack!
And again, it's Mahomes. And it's complete to Kelsey. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 23.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a first.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Avery Williamson. And he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line. And they needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break, taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys, let's go. Come on, capitalize on this one.
A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the 28-yard line.
Back to the ground, this time with Bell. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is 2nd down.
Chris Jones on the stop.
That's it, baby.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 34-yard line.
Now they'll throw with Taylor. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. That one, a gain of 20 and a first down. Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10. Now this throw caught left side. 23 yards on the play. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Now it's Taylor looking for the end zone and nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete. Taylor incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. Taylor going to throw again. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a first down. Taylor now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Again, it's Taylor. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Juan Thornhill.
As much football as we watch, we've seen this work many times. In the red zone, first down, take a shot at the end zone, and points result. In this case, though, give credit to the defense. They outguessed them, were prepared, and intercepted the pass.
Lucky.
Hey, yo, go gun.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Holmes has got it complete. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And picked up by the Chargers. And a great return here gets this one all the way down to the 26-yard line. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Following the fumble recovery, Taylor letting one go deep for the end zone. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. Back now at Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. To throw is Taylor. And right side, Henry's got it. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be second and 9. On second down, it's Gordon. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Melvin Gordon, his second touchdown on the season. And the Chargers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that'll make this a 19-point ball game. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. I'm sure the message as they come out onto the field was, hey, take care of the football, because the fumble last possession led to a touchdown. Still a 3-score game, though.
You don't want things to start to snowball. You know, one error leads to another, which leads to another. And then all of a sudden you're fighting for your life down the stretch instead of finishing the game in style, which is what they're trying to do on this drive.
That would be a pretty amazing comeback, but we've seen crazier things happen in the National Football League.
We certainly have.
So they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on second and 10. Dancing to his left. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
On 3rd down, Holmes. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City 1st down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Holmes. Down to the 30 after a gain of 3. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here is stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do, late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it, they've got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
7th play of the drive forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Again, it's Williams. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the 1st. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense. He
was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And Butker able to put this one through. And that will extend their lead now up to 22. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
After the field goal, here's Butker to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
That's around 24-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that, and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team, and we were losing late in a game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Play action, it's Taylor. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
On 2nd down now, it's Gordon. And so there goes Melvin Gordon. He's at the 40, past the 20. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Melvin Gordon, 76 yards. And the Chargers are able to close the gap just a bit. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
So they elect to pass there on the 2-point try. Sometimes could prove risky. There it worked out.
Yeah, and I love how you bring up that it can prove risky, because if you get it intercepted and they return it, that's 2 points for the defense, but not on that play.
And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Charles, did I just hear that right? They declined the personal foul. 3 yards, they just declined them.
And I have to think that the official is thinking to himself, did I just hear that correctly, that you declined that one? All I can think of is that someone on the field got confused. Because they had to, because you're going to take the yards on that penalty each and every time.
Interesting, Mahomes wants to throw it. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. Now, before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Buds, been a long day for you. Whip.
43. Tight go.
After the sack on 1st down, Mahomes, he'll take a shot for the end zone. This is caught by Hill for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his 3rd touchdown of the game, his 8th on the year. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. On second down, it's Bell. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for the Chiefs, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the home team here, they suffered defeat for the first time as they dropped to 2-1. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Tampa to take on the Bucs. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.